In this episode, you will get to visualize a big part of my business here, not just selling trees or selling fruits, but helping people design their own food forests on their own land. Here's Liz, new to San Mateo. Happy dogs, happy food forests. Stay tuned, and at the end, you'll receive a tip and maybe something extra special for your own food forest. Liz is here to begin her food forest journey.
Oh my God, look at those bananas.
Yes, you're taking some of those home too. These are the blue java. These are Guinea plantains, what I call cuadrados, or I've been told they're called cuadrados because they have four sides. And these, yes, go ahead.
Are these for patacones or are these
Yeah, so
sweet?
these are like a sweeter version of a traditional large plantain that you get in Costa Rica. And my neighbors like these probably more than they do the typical plantains. So they'll do maduros for breakfast and things like that. And salute.
And so I don't have to make patacones. I could just slice them and fry them.
Yeah, let them ripen until when they're yellow like a banana.
Yeah.
And absolutely,
Sweet.
like delicious. I've done patacones with them. They're just a little softer and smoother and, you know, sweeter. So.
And these are both bananas?
Yeah, these are the blue java bananas, just at different degrees of maturity. I've done patacones with them too. They're a little more flimsy because the banana is not as strong as the plantain, but delicious nonetheless.
Okay. And then how long will these all take to ripen?
About a week.
And do you just keep them outside or do you put them in
I keep them outside unless you have cows as neighbors, and then you've got to hide them somewhere. And yes, we have the leaf cutter ants on defense here.
Yeah, it just got me.
There's security guards, there's the cutters, and there's also some that have like spikes on their back so we don't walk around barefoot. All right, so let's get into some of the trees that I've kind of portioned off. So this is named the Heart of Jesus, and this one spreads abundantly. So if you plant one of these in a couple years, you're going to have dozens, and you could spread them around, and they're really nice ornamentals.
And when you say spread them around, I mean share them with my friends?
Yeah, share them with your friends,
You said
different parts of your property.
What Heart of
Heart
Jesus?
of Jesus. Yep. And then just to the right, these are custard apples or sugar apples. So a cousin of guanabana. Have you had these before?
These are the ones that look really amazing on the outside, like with
like dinosaur
little
fruits. Yeah. I call them like Jurassic
I
fruits.
had one
and
last Sunday.
This one tastes like a raspberry yogurt kind of,
Oh, I've
or
only
a
had
custard.
the more lemony ones.
Yeah, this is more like a raspberry one I got from my friend at Mauser.
Told by a friend of mine that I have to plant this.
There's dozens of varieties. This is one, and you're going to start to accumulate more. So yeah, raspberry custard apple. This is Caimito, star apple.
Oh yeah.
If you're familiar.
Yep, they've got the latexy on the inside.
Exactly. And I don't know if you knew this, but if you have that kind of astringent latexiness, you can take the peel of the fruit itself, and that will eliminate it from you. Let's get away from these ants.
Isn't nature amazing?
This is a dragon fruit cutting I got for you. This is guanabana, a cousin of the sugar apple. Here I've got the Suriname cherry or patanga. So this is one that you had asked for, I believe.
Yeah. That's
And then
another friend.
This is one you didn't ask for, but I think it's a good one to have. Go-to cola. Really good for the mind. Also, it's high in iron, so it's really good for, obviously your blood, but also women say this is very helpful for that time of the month for many reasons. So kind of a bitter salad ingredient. This little guy here, or lady, is the miracle berry or miracle fruit.
Oh yeah.
So this turns everything sour, sweet, or bitter, sweet. Yeah. This is your beach.
Can you use that on humans?
You could, maybe. Yeah, they're coming for you. This is beach almond. So this is the one that the scarlet macaws love to eat. So this will bring the macaws to your property. This is Juanilama in Spanish, or lemon verbena. Really good for teas, a nice medicinal plant.
Good.
I just like to walk around and smell it as I'm working the farm.
Me too.
This is a mountain basil from this area that's naturally occurring. You can see the little basil flowers, but it looks different than most basils, like the Italian basil or the purple holy basil. And then you're just gathering all the potpourri right now. So one day your property, you just go get this, put it in a bowl, and your house smells delicious. And then this is actually a mamoncino, a little baby that's grown from the seeds of one of the ones in this area. So hopefully in a few years that will have fruits, or your friends can do injertados with an already fruiting tree in another year and splice that, and then you'll get fruits your first year. And then hiding in here.
Okay, so question about that.
Yeah, please.
So you do it when this is already fruiting, then you do the
No, just when it gets big enough to support. So when the stem or trunk gets about that thick, then it can take it.
And so then this one would fruit later than the one that you injertado out of it.
Correct. So this would probably take 3 to 5 years depending to fruit. But if this grows for a year and then you find a fruiting mamochino tree or rambutan tree and take a clipping from that, a fruiting clipping, and splice it, this will start fruiting
I go into the
quickly.
Food forest
Yeah, and ask your friends to do experiments. And then the fun one, that last one here, this is caviar lime. And you've seen this in recent videos, but we'll show a little clip of Liz eating one after, because I have a fruiting tree that has thousands of fruits right now. So that's everybody's favorite.
Because I've seen some that are like light pink on the inside, and some
this
that
is
are
light
white.
pink. This is the pink one.
Beautiful.
So it has the aesthetic too. And then a million types of birds of paradise. Liz is going to be picking a bunch of ornamentals and flowers too. So at the end of this weekend excursion, we're going to show everything she's taken with her, and probably come back for more stuff in the future too.
Oh, for sure.
Over here, just some other options just to think about. I have mango, there's more guanabana. This is mora, mulberry, or blackberry as they say here. Pomegranates, more caimito, cacao. And I think we have some fruits coming in, but my other trees.
These are
this is not cacao. This is actually just a flower that began growing on the side of the cacao, and I will show you those flowers in just a moment. These have like the furry flowers on them. I have some pink ones, some red ones, some purple ones here, but these are the cacao. So these, you can see, are a bit more established. These will probably be fruiting by next year. Once this gets in the ground, these bags are probably filled with roots already. So once you get it into the ground, they're going to expand substantially. This tree has been pruned numerous times, and this is only 4 years old.
This is a cacao tree?
Yep.
And these are all its children?
All the babies. There's actually a few varieties here. So this is an indigenous native criollo to this area, which is like a deep purple. And then some of these are a little different. This is the Forastero, which is like the yellow one. And then I have a Trinitario that's sold out because that's a very unique one, but we'll get more.
This just sounds like a whole lot of chocolate waiting to be made.
Precisely what it is. Yep. You can come harvest cacao from any of my trees. I think I have 24 trees at this point, and I do not need to be making the chocolate myself. So come get whatever you want, share a portion with me, and we're good. More basil. Yep, leaf cutters. Yeah. That's what they're going for.
Those guys are relentless.
Ayahuasca, if you would like a big ayahuasca vine on your property. Now, as an entrepreneur, this might be good to have in your community to sell to your neighbors, because this typically sells for about 30,000 colones, which is like $70 in US dollars right now. This is a big business thing. You can't find much of this. You can find this at the Green Arc. You can find it here, probably a few other places, but you would be the source in San Mateo for ayahuasca.
You're saying that I would be the ayahuasca dealer. Yeah.
That community up there would be a little more open to ayahuasca and the benefits of it than a full Tico community like I live in. For sure. So I think your neighbors would be very grateful that you're growing the ayahuasca. And yes, you could call yourself the ayahuasca dealer.
I would not.
These are some nice ornamentals. These will come up in many different colors actually. So they'll really start to embody some yellows. You can see the dots coming in here.
Sorry, I got
and some reds. You're fine.
Flowers.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Cacao flowers.
Oh, no shit.
So these are going to become giant cacao pods at some point.
Oh, wow. I've never seen them like this.
You can see a little cacao pod coming in here. There. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. And I got some bigger ones in the back right now. Yeah, big cacao.
Okay, so what were these? Because I was so distracted.
Just ornamentals. These are nice ornamental bushes. I'll show you some bigger versions in different parts, but they're beautiful. They develop a lot of yellow and red inclusions. I'm going to start using gem terms. So you see this little yellow dot. As these get bigger, they will just become more.
And it's the dots, or do they go into lines?
dots and lines, like unique designs.
I feel like you can find these in the U.S.
Probably varieties. Yeah, I have
I'm
like 6 or
curious.
7 different varieties. The leaves are different shapes, which is nice. What do we have here? Lang Lang. I know you mentioned you can get this up there, right? In San Mateo, they said, but you're not a huge fan.
I get a free tree.
A free tree of it, so nice for the border of your property.
I'm not a fan. I'm more of a fan of the...
So this here, do you know what this is?
No.
Avocado.
Oh, cool.
This is the one that I would encourage you to do in injertado, as they say. Okay, because these have been growing for about 2 years, almost 3 years now. So the stem is very thick, or the root or the trunk is very thick. So they would be most likely to take a fruiting avocado, splice it with this, and then you're going to have fruiting avocado next year. Mm-hmm. So this might be a benefit. What kind of avocado? These are the ones I think they're called Simmons. The big Costa Rican ones, they're like the big longer ones.
Yeah,
Yep, and it's like the way I describe the texture is like peanut butter, right? Almost like a softer peanut butter. It's so smooth and like,
try one again.
Oh, they're so delicious. I love them, and they're sweet. They're like really sweet too. I love them. More of the basil. Here is jackfruit. So you've got some jackfruit babies here. Again, I know you guys work a lot with jackfruit up there. I know Brad Fruits does a lot of like durian and jackfruit stuff. And
I eat a lot of jackfruit.
What's that guy? Matthew Human, they call him. He does a lot of stuff with jackfruit, I know. And Rhea and Louie like jackfruit a lot. I know like Alegria and San Mateo, jackfruit is like the main dish up there.
I've had a few Tico friends come to my house and I'm like, have you ever tried this fruit? And they say no.
Yeah, it's so rare. So more likely they've had fruit that they pawn, breadfruit is what the Ticos have. But something like this would be an injertado as well. So you could get a already fruiting jackfruit tree from one of your friends. And there's a few different varieties. And then you could splice it on this and you've got fruits automatically within your first year.
Sweet.
Over here, some new things. There's just my little caviar limes. This one I'm experimenting with. We're gonna see, it's still holding on to these leaves. This is moringa.
Is that the green powder?
Yeah, like a superfood. Exactly. Yeah. So this I'm trying to clone right now. So we'll see. Fingers crossed that those are successful. I don't know if you can see our chicken in the background.
I'm giving you fingers.
Oh, fingers crossed. I like it. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is a spinach, Brazilian spinach. The leafcutter ants love it, but it's
the one that gets really big and beautiful and thick.
Not really. The leaves kind of stay smaller. I mean, the biggest leaves I've seen were about this big. Okay. But it's delicious.
There's like the dark green, waxy, beautiful spinach.
Sometimes it can get that big, depending on how you're cultivating it. I keep this in pots by my house. I throw it in eggs all the time. I just eat it raw quite often. Delicious. They're getting you, huh? Get used to it.
I gotta.
Yeah. Those aren't even the bad ones. The little baby black ones that have venom are the bad ones.
But yeah.
So here's the go-to cola. I had the little container for you over there, but this is in full bloom. Beautiful. It's really pretty. And you can usually identify what a flower or food is good for because of the shape. It looks like the organ it's going to benefit. So these are good for the brain. You can see it's like a hemisphere of a brain almost. So there's a little tip for you to identify things in nature and their benefits.
Medicine, we use walnuts for the brain.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Water apple, manzana de agua.
Oh, yeah.
Local favorite. This is actually one of the reasons I moved here, because I fell in love with these in Jamaica. And
they're not my fave.
Yeah, I could eat hundreds of these a day. Maybe because I'm sweating out in the sun chopping grass and like they're so full of water that it's just like drinking sweet water. Make good smoothies if you freeze them too. More custard apple. This was that thing that was growing out of that cacao bag.
Oh, wow.
So really unique feel those. They're really cool. And then I've got a couple varieties of these, cousins of these here.
Yeah, they're super pretty.
So these are cool ones. And they'll replicate themselves. These will all become seeds when they dry out and then spread in the wind like a dandelion pollen. So once you have one of these, they're going to be everywhere on your property. I rescued this actually the river was redirected behind my house a few years ago and it dried up. And one of these was like desperately holding on for life between the rocks. And I brought her back here and now they flourish. So really cute, really cool. Some varieties of chili peppers here, these little purples. I don't know if you can see them.
Wow.
And they also will multicolor themselves. So at some point they'll be purple, red, green, yellow, orange.
On the same tree.
On the same tree. Yeah, different degrees of maturity. And then I have some more of these. Red ones are the Panamanians, the habaneros. I have chocolate habanero. You can see more up here. And then I just started developing a yellow one as well. So lots of colors.
You turned it off for a sec. Can I?
Okay, so this I thought was like a mountain oregano that exists in Costa Rica.
Oh, I know that. I have it in my fridge.
And I think the official name is caloche.
Is that the gringo name of it?
No, that's the Spanish Tico name that I was given because I was calling this oregano, and I know it's not oregano, but it really smells like it.
I feel like that would be good in some black beans.
Yeah, so good. But yeah, correct me in the comments below if you know the official name of this. I have it written down somewhere from one of my friends from the farmer's market, but calonche. I don't remember. Help me. Thank you. So these guys bring in tons of butterflies, hummingbirds. I don't think there's too much of a smell. Some people have mentioned, interestingly, like gringos are like, I don't want any more of that. It's everywhere. And I'm like,
and it's beautiful.
but if you want butterflies and stuff, like they're going to be around all day. Some people say some weird things to me.
What's this called?
I don't know the official name, to be honest, but there is
called the beautiful red flower.
Beautiful butterfly bush.
That's a different bush.
Yeah, this also brings. This also has variations, I should say, in yellow, pink, white.
Do you have those other colors?
I have yellow here, and I'm collecting. I found a neighborhood in Parita that has the pink and the white, so I just need to venture there one day and ask for clippings and bring some things to trade. So all of these offshoots that are coming like into my property or going home with you. You could take hundreds of these and just do a nice border fence. And like I've completely planted this around my shower. So it's like a privacy thing around the shower. I use... Yeah, go ahead.
This is like what I want. Like the border with, some bushes and then trees
the green
coming out every so often.
And I like those green ones too because they remind me of like...
Jurassic Park green ones.
Yeah, and like England, right? They have all those beautiful gardens that are like all walled off by a green... bush, well manicured. Mine aren't as well manicured as them because I don't pay somebody full time to be here cutting them every day. Yeah, but those are like really good privacy hedges. So both these reds, whatever color you choose to get, and then those greens, really good privacy hedges. Obviously the green is like an evergreen, so it's not going to attract any pollinators or anything, but it's nice for privacy. There's actually a tennis court hiding behind that one there. You can't even see the metal fence anymore.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
So did you plant all of this stuff?
The evergreens were all planted there. I planted everything of this red tree. So this is grown in 5 years that high. Yeah. And then I'm making it like a cave around this outdoor shower with floral, effervescent aromas. So I have lemongrass there. I have ylang ylang. I have the lemon verbena. What else is smelling good? Yeah, it's just, you can pull them around and just smell them, and it's super nice. So yeah, that's the idea. Good smelling shower experience. And then I've planted all these ones too in recent years to create more of like an enclosure for the shower. And
so how long ago did you...
This is 1 year old only, and it's already almost, 2 feet high, 3 feet high, would you say?
3 feet high and rising.
Up to my hip.
Like my De La Soul reference.
More dragon fruit, but this, so I'm just pointing this out because normally people will plant like a post in the ground and let the dragon fruit climb up it and start to fruit. But I've wanted to do things on natural trees. So that like cactus looking stuff is the dragon fruit. But this bush is dragon fruit's seemingly favorite companion because these were all planted as babies down bottom like 3 years ago, and they're almost at the point of fruiting like abundantly, and they're draping over because instead of just being 4 feet high in a wooden post, this is going to create a dragon fruit tunnel that I can walk through and harvest above me. This is like the aesthetic that I wanted here rather than just farm placements, like natural infusions of stuff, and finding partners. Like there's a purple tabacone ornamental that vanilla loves to climb up. So instead of just having vanilla growing up a random tree trunk, you have like this beautiful purple ornamental and then vanilla draping all over
And with
it.
vanilla, don't you have to like do some
Hand pollinate.
Yes.
Show me how you did that again.
You like bend something into itself.
So let's be adults here, right?
Costa Rica.
So it's a flower, which is comparable in nature to what on a human? A vagina. Correct. So what you are actually doing is spreading the labia,
and having the plant have sex,
fertilizing taking the stamen and connecting it to what would be in human terms the clitoris, and that pollinates it. But we in Costa Rica are the only country in the world that has the bee that does that naturally. So they are found here, and sometimes it does happen naturally, but if you want high producing vanilla, you have to hand do it yourself. And I think it's only one day that the flower opens, and you have to do it that day, otherwise it won't pollinate. So of the whole year, of the whole season, you have to wait for that day and walk around the farm and find all the vanilla flowers and manually do that to get the vanilla pod to drop out.
I love that.
So it's a cool alchemical process that somehow humans learned by watching and observing bees, which is brilliant. This is something called chan here. This is akin to chia seed in the United States or other countries. So this is the leaf, and you can smell this. This is really aromatic too, and can be used for potpourris or teas or...
That's like no other...
It's really
smell.
Unique. Yeah, I don't know what to compare it to, but it's
Me
like
neither.
really pleasant.
My
like
nose is like searching.
this is my favorite to just grab and walk around and hold in front of my nose. I don't know why. I just love this smell. So this will produce at some point flowers, and then the flowers will produce a little tiny black seed, which you can throw into a drink, and it has almost like a gel that a mucilaginous gel that comes out, and that creates a really refreshing drink, but also super good for you health-wise, like chia seeds.
So is the seed small like a chia?
Yep. And then
you just get one seed for...
No, you'll get thousands of seeds every year. And then these are all, you can see how many there are, and they grow everywhere around my property. They're like self-seeding, so I'll just walk around my property and there'll be hundreds of these, and I'll just pull them out, and put them in the bags for you guys to get. So if you have one of these within a year, you're going to have dozens, if not hundreds of these. Right. So lots of chia seeds for free. Yeah, or give them to friends.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the idea.
It's like a cool little hairstyle.
Also need to mention these palms coming up. I have a ton of these. These come up all the time. These are, let me try to get the back view. In a few years, they will turn into these big ones. So they drop off, I think, let's see if I can see all of those seed pods there. They're like little nuts almost. They're like the size of peanuts. They'll drop down and create a new tree, every single one of those, all year round. So if you're interested in having ornamental palms like these for any reason, I would probably prefer not to have those here, and once they die off, I'm just going to get rid of them. But for now, they're beautiful because they're lined up along my entranceway. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like a cool royal entrance to my property, but I like edible stuff. So ironically, the dogs sometimes like eating these when they're deshelled. So you can see them down here. And when they're like this, the dogs like eating them. And they don't really digest them, so they'll come out in their poop like that. So I think what it might do is clear up their bowels a little bit. I've never had a dog get sick from them, so they might do a little beneficial clearing of the intestinal tract. Now the fun part, the caviar lime. And I don't know if you guys can see the fruits, but there are a ton of fruits on here right now. Literally tons. Come on.
I've only seen... I mean, at the Feria Verde, I buy them, but I've not seen them on the tree.
Let me get a big fat one for you. There's a pretty good one. All right. You're going to bite it in half and then split it open, show it, and then enjoy it.
Okay. Oh, it's so good. Wow, these are super pink. And I love how they start to pop out.
Mm-hmm.
They're so cool.
And my friend took some. I think these are seeds. So these are going to start planting themselves, and I'm going to start planting them too. Yeah, see the little white part? Those are seeds. I didn't realize these had seeds like that. So awesome. As they
So
get bigger, we
beautiful.
can plant the seeds too. And
The best lime.
unlike any other experience, right?
Yes, and my Tico friend told me that they like to cook fish with these.
Fish with those, yeah. So my Tika friend who just took some and found the seeds and is now planting them, put it on top of a salad.
I use them with my fruit rolls,
Yeah.
but now I won't have to buy them.
The famous beloved caviar line.
So good.
Yeah.
And like,
I probably eat
these
like
have such a good like crunch.
5 to 10 a day I've been eating lately. Every
if they
time
can
I go
hear
to
the
my
noise.
every time I go to my neighbor's house. Oh, AMSR, is that what it's called, or ASMR?
Oh.
Yeah. If you see in my video, that Mastatal video I did recently, I didn't show it, but I gave out about 50 of these to people who've never had them, and the faces, the expressions after was the most rewarding thing.
gorgeous.
Is the most rewarding thing I've experienced in Costa Rica yet. To see somebody at 50 years old, 60 years old, never experiencing it, and being like a little kid in a candy store trying a everlasting gobstopper for the first
So
time.
good. Look at this.
Flower shopping. What do you got? Oh, a used mamoncino shell. So here's more of these purple guys.
They're so
Then I've got these red ones here. Feel those ones.
Oh, I know these guys. Yes. They're like little
Look
velvet.
at that flower. I call these the makeup brush plants. I've never used the makeup brush or probably seen one, but to me it looks like what you would put makeup on and apply it to your face. Blush, is that what they call it? Blush,
This
right?
stuff,
Yeah. I have a bunch of these that the flowers fall off, but there are, let me just check over here. I have this pink color. Then I have this orange and yellow variety. Let me go to this guy here.
Yeah, those are like.
There's a red one that I have. I just planted all these over here, so they're not fully blooming. And then I have a yellow one, like a light yellow, like a really soft yellow. Then there's this little bird of paradise, which is really rare.
What?
That's a cool one, right? The yellow and pink.
I've not seen that one.
That's really nice. I have probably, I think, 7 or 8 varieties of birds of paradise here. This is the smallest, cutest, finest one. You've got these guys. These are more like privacy bushes because they take over quick and they grow tall.
How many years is this?
2 years.
Wow.
I've had to get rid of so much of that already and throw it to my borders because it takes over so quick, where this will stay a little smaller and cuter and not take over. And then there's like the hanging ones that come down. Those
the
are cool.
red and yellow ones?
Yeah, I have
love
those. I think we showed them in the bushes over there. This is so this is the purple tabacone that I was talking about that vanilla loves to grow on. So I just planted her. She'll grow really tall, and then I'll throw some vanilla on her over here too. Yeah, and just a mix of things. I do a variety of flowers. These are already dropping for the day, but it's a beautiful pink flower. And this is a nice flower that only opens in the mornings. You can see them closed up here. It's like a whitish yellow. And then the white flowering ginger.
Yeah, I love
That's
the
a really nice
flowering
one.
gingers.
What's up, buddy? You sense your girlfriend, buddy? So yeah, this is a really nice
Yeah, that one's
addition. And I have this in like a kind of a magenta pink.
little visitor.
Who do you have, a little lizard?
There you go.
Buddy. Cute. This tree coming in is a lychee, or lychee? How do you say it? Lychee? Lychee, which is a cousin of like a mamoncino, but fancier for wealthy people. And I'll be cloning that soon.
In Costa Rica.
I'm going to clone that soon because it's really growing. You can see the new growth here. So once that gets to about my waist, I'm going to start doing clones or clippings. And then you could either splice that to a mamoncino, or I'm going to root them so you could, hopefully get them within a few years.
Mamoncino, you could potentially get a cross between the two of them.
Maybe, or it might produce both of them. Or it might just take the lychee genetics and then grow lychees, but also have, a shorter distance between, or time span between fruiting and planting and fruiting.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is one of the really attractive pollinators for the butterflies, colibris, the big hummingbirds, and numerous other things. This brings in a lot. I have this one in pink and purple.
Both
And
please.
yeah, I was told that this is a distant cousin of a mushroom, and actually is edible, and it tastes like mushrooms. Please, yeah, try.
Yoink. Doesn't smell like a mushroom.
Nope. A subtle hint of mushroom to it.
It's interesting though, the stem of it tastes totally different than the rest.
Mm-hmm. So
It's
this
like got
could
a little
be,
sweetness.
yeah, garnish on a salad or another thing to throw into,
Yeah, I would
dish.
maybe even eat a salad if I saw that on it.
right?
If I had some meat.
This is another one. I forget what they call these. This is a local favorite, but these will come up in all different colors. The red, the orange, the yellow. I think there's a few other varieties, and these spread very easily. So you could just take one of these pods and then break that down in your hand, and you'll see it's all different seeds. So that's got a couple hundred seeds in that one.
Oh wow. All right, we're planting.
Yeah,
right now.
that's it. You're planting. Thank you. All right, you guys are following us like you're walking behind us. So this is a cool one. Just a little ornamental thing that grows. Like, it likes shade a
yeah.
lot.
I like these
really
guys.
pretty. There's another one that you'll see on my property. They call it a wandering Jew.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that might be a nice one to get too.
I have had that plant before in the U.S.
They have them in the US. This is
Yeah.
another one too. That's
The
cute.
butterfly bushes too. We have
This
them in
has
Asheville.
like a nice red flower to it.
Checking this
And
out.
it's really soft. This is good for like stone walkways, the sides of walkways and stuff. This grows on rocks. It doesn't need to root itself really. So that can grow almost anywhere. That's a good ornamental to hang like in a hanging pot in your front patio or something, or outside your bedroom, and it's just beautiful.
The underside of the leaves.
It's
is
really
gorgeous.
pretty. I like purple and red. Anytime that combination is found, that was my gym sign for my business. It was a red awning with the purple logo, Temple Kinesis. I'm painting the restaurant building purple right now, and the roof is red. So like, I just love purple and red. There's something regal about it. And this is a cute little plant.
Kind of purple and red, but that's
Kind
more
of,
pink.
yeah. Pastelly. This one is very interesting.
Do its thing.
Yeah, wherever you want. This one will grow only this wide forever, but it will grow infinitely tall. So this is 2 years old, and it started off about a foot high. So every year this grows probably 2 meters.
Wow.
And this will grow like a pillar infinitely high and get no wider than this. It will just get thicker. So really cool. So I have one here outside my gate. I have another one there. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more planted. And then coming this way, I have a bunch too.
This massive butterfly bush, was that planted?
Yep. No,
already?
I've planted all of these. So they grow really quickly.
Sweet.
That purple one, or pink one she's talking about that we were just eating, also a variety in purple, but that will take over borders. It will, yeah. So that's one you want to keep outside the center of your property for sure.
Okay.
That's a border plant, and yeah, it's beautiful because the colibris and butterflies are on it all day long, so it makes your house look like a playground for.
Yeah, I always get happy when I walk by one of them because they really are always there.
What is the name of this? What did you call this? This cactus?
I called it something?
You called it something in Mexico or something? Or
Oh, this is nopales.
nopales. So the spines are very intense, but once you clean the spines off, this is an edible cactus.
I used
So-
to eat it when I was a vegetarian
Yeah.
in San Diego.
So Mexicans like to eat this, I found. Like my friends in New Jersey that were Mexican, they had a grocery shop. They always sold this, and
Yeah.
my gym members would try it to try something new.
It's so good.
used for a breakfast food usually, or is like an alternative to
Yeah,
protein.
I mean, I used to get it
sometimes.
later in the day too.
My neighbors come by when they have foot ailments, and apparently when you take the skin off this, whatever is on the inside, you put on your feet when you got like some type of blister or callus or like I don't know, maybe like some type of, I don't know what happens to people's feet. like they
feel
get
like
like
stuff happens anywhere.
yeah, but
So,
like
could
specific
you
foot
just put a
ailments.
blister,
And
put it on
they,
a blister
I don't
anywhere?
know, look it up. I'm not the doctor of the apothecary here, but my
Make sure you
Tico
take
neighbors,
the spikes off first.
maybe that's the therapy, is like acupuncture, right? By the way, acupuncturist, her information is going to be in the description below, so you can find anything you want to know about Liz, in the description below. Follow her link, support her.
Not anything.
Well, not anything, just the professional stuff. There's your medicinal or edible cactus. And look at this one. This isn't even growing spikes on it. Isn't that interesting? It's almost like listening to what we're saying. We don't want the spikes. But I've planted you here for security. You see, I've planted. So this is super easy. You just snap one of these off. Just like that. And then that goes in the ground and it'll plant itself. So what I do is, oh, okay, I want to prevent people from coming into my property. Throw it there and it'll grow. And I have like layers of the birds of paradise, the purple tabacone. I have another one of those pillar trees, some flowers, and of course the green ornamental in the back. So like multi-layers of natural fencing and wall and security, for that matter. And then my favorite, one of my personal favorites, the Jurassic Park plant.
For sure.
I forget the real name. There's like, I think it's Banisteros something. No, I'm sorry. That's ayahuasca, Banisteros capi. Yeah, I forget what the name of this is. Yeah, but it's crazy. Like you could slingshot somebody with this thing, catapult. Super strong. And this will get 2 to 3 times the size of this, the height of this. And then it pumps out babies. So all along the interior, I've actually taken a lot of those out. You can see it over here. So along the back, it pumps out a lot of babies. This is actually cotton. But yeah, right there, those are all babies. I could pull out probably, like 5 or 6 more of them. And I've been spreading these around the borders too, because like also great security and beautiful. And you know, here we are in Jurassic Park. Why not? This is a very famous, expensive plant here. This is a tabacone, they call it. Big,
the leaves feel
big,
so nice.
big, beautiful leaves. The tabacone, really gorgeous. Yeah, these usually sell for about $100, like 50 mil in a vivero here. Imagine this in a pot, like on your back deck.
Why are these so expensive?
It's a favorite here. They're not too common, probably. But if you imagine throwing this...
About the babies too?
Yeah,
these
yeah.
guys?
So what it is actually there's this almost like viney thing. I don't even know what you call that. Like a vein. It's almost like a vein. And a bundle of this will create a new tree within a year, or a bush. So putting this in a pot, think of how big it is. Like people see this in your house or like in your front patio or your walkway into your house. They're like, wow, that's like epic, you know? These are the things that Los Angeles plant collectors will pay maybe $5,000 for, probably.
I know one of those.
Yeah, we have a few of those here, which is nice. You've seen some in the video already. I sell them for significantly less. I don't have anything here that's more than $100 like that. Yeah, these purple tabacone are really nice. These are the ones that grow well with vanilla. So I'm going to start plopping some vanilla on here. There's no flowers right now. These have spikes, so you may not want these, but these are good border plants. And there's probably 7 or 8 varieties of colors. This is like a deep purple flower that comes out. Really nice flower. I'm sad that there's no flowers right now, but you'll see these all over Costa Rica, usually in front of people's houses and stuff. So this is a deep purple. I think this one behind it's a white and light pink, but there's lots of varieties. I have like 4 more that I found in town. Look at Speeding Gizmo. The life of freedom for dogs in Costa Rica. And then I'm just starting to plant here. I have the big Jurassic Park plants here, like every 5-6 feet or so. I think I have 10 of them planted here, and I just started planting these ones too, the ones that grow really well with dragon fruit. And I'm going to start, once those start growing, I'm going to plant a ton of dragon fruit with them. And then this is going to be free public dragon fruit for all of the neighbors and customers that come by, because the only dragon fruit vines now are about 30 meters up in the air all over this big Guanacaste tree that we can never access. So the toucans get to enjoy them, but the humans do not. That's why I am creating a free plantation for everybody. And yes, that is a 600-year-old plus Guanacaste tree.
Yeah.
That's my mama.
She's the real MVP.
Sorry to my birth mother, you let me down. This tree will never let me down, so she's my mama now. So this is that, what did I call it? I can't even think of the name. I'm going through so many things. monstera. So there you can see the big monstera leaves all over this Guanacaste tree, climbing all the way up, and they grow on these thick vines that hug the tree or hug the ground or whatever you plug them into. So if you get just a little fraction of that vine, maybe 1 foot long, 2 nodes, you can plant them, or they will sometimes grow naturally on their own down. And this is just climbing a wooden post that I was using for my fence. And you could start to see the colors coming in, the leaves taking shape and giving themselves that unique identity with like the holes and the perforation. So just a different type of monstera. There's all different types, but this is one that's just naturally occurring here that is fun to play with at times. All right, now the site plan and figuring out where we want which plans.
Woohoo!
Or plants, sorry. Plans of plants on the
plan.
land. Say that 7 times fast.
Man.
All right, so if you guys are buying trees for me, this is also something I can help with for sure. And I asked Liz to print out like the drone shots or the Google Sky view of her property so that we could really plan out what is going to go where, so that there's no mistakes like I made my first year, like many of us food foresters make, and we have to revise and move and change. Let's prevent that all. We'll prevent that all from happening by, what is it? Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. For anybody that's gotten to this point and wants to design a food forest, reach out to me in the comments below and say, I'm ready, and you will receive a 50% discount on any trees that you purchase from me to build your food forest. But I need to see that comment as proof when you show up here. Please like, share, subscribe, guys, and I'm excited to help you build your food forest too.